All right, what's going on YouTube? It's Mr. Booth in the booth with...
Nick B from Tennessee.
You love saying that, don't you?
I do.
Preview and prediction video going into week 11. Give you our thoughts, some rundowns, tell you what we think, like always. Y'all know how it goes. Florida at Texas at noon. Florida's a 21.5 dog.
Yeah.
Florida's been playing really good ball recently compared to the start of the season. I had them pulling off the upset in Austin a couple weeks ago. That was what I was leaning towards after how Florida played against Tennessee and Georgia. Well, before Lagway got hurt, the way he was playing against Georgia. But with Lagway out and their best defensive player, he was a cornerback, he's out too.
Is Lagway still going to be out this week?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that.
he's. They're saying that his injury's not as bad as what they thought it was going to be, but I wouldn't touch the spread, but Texas to win definitely in my opinion.
Yeah, 100%. I don't. Florida just. I hate to keep repeating myself. They don't look good this year at all.
They did against Tennessee and Georgia, whenever Lagway was still in.
Yeah, Georgia played like crap that game, and we're not that good.
Georgia's played like crap a bunch, but finds ways to win. That third string quarterback, he looked decent when he come in for Lagway, but I don't know. I don't. That's not enough time to get a quarterback ready for a team in a stadium like Texas. Texas, I think, is just too balanced to let a situation like that come in and beat them. I just don't. I don't think they're gonna lose in Austin now, in my opinion.
To me, just about everybody in the SEC it's week to week, man. Like everybody's having sloppy games. You know what I mean? And then some games aren't. I don't know. Is it sloppy games, or is everybody that good? I don't know. I don't see it.
That's the question. Is everybody that good, or is everybody that bad? So like,
yeah.
And I think only time will tell with the playoffs.
Yeah.
Because you've got that first playoff ranking come out, and the two best conferences year in and year out, the Big Ten and the SEC, both as of right now have 4 teams in it apiece. So
right.
We'll see how it plays out.
Yeah.
That's all I know.
Yeah, right.
So I got Texas straight up on that one.
Same.
You ain't touching the points?
Same. I wouldn't touch the points either. What was the points?
21.5.
21.5. Yeah.
I think it was.
Yeah, it is. I just checked it today. It's 21.5. Yeah, I'd probably take the over on that. I don't know. Actually, I'm out.
What do you mean the over?
Oh, my bad. No, I wouldn't touch the points. Yeah, the over and under is 47.5. Yeah.
Seems a little low.
You think so? Neither one of them is scoring that much.
That's true. All right, next, Clemson at Virginia Tech. I think that was a 3:30 game. Last time I looked, Clemson was a -6 favorite going into Tech. Clemson's coming off an upset loss in the fake Death Valley. Tech's not looking great this year, but they have played Miami, and they played them very, very hard. Very controversial last play, ended up going to Miami right there at the end. They're also coming off a loss. Clemson leads the ACC in rushing offense, averaging over 200 yards a game, and Tech's defense has struggled with the run this year. They're 16th in rush defense in the ACC. I just don't see Dabo losing this game. Klubnik, I think, is more than prepared to beat a team like Virginia Tech. He's, every time that I do that recap, you see 300-400 yards thrown, 2, 3, 4 touchdowns. I really see them balling out against Virginia Tech's defense. I think Clemson wins big. Personally, I like Clemson in the points. I like them to cover that 6. I couldn't believe it was that low.
I like Virginia Tech in the points. I got Clemson picked to win, but I like taking the points. I think it's going to be a nail biter. Honestly, I think Tech's going to try to, because you figure 6-2, you might still have a shot at getting in there if you went out.
Clemson?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think Virginia Tech's going to do everything they can to screw that up. So, I mean, they don't have anything else to play for. They're 5-4. So, why not? You know what I'm saying?
They ain't
So,
going
yeah,
nowhere near that ACC championship game, that's for sure.
I like taking the points. I like Clemson to win, but I like taking the points in this one. Over under that is 53.5. I like the under on that big time. Big time.
There's been a bunch of games Clemson scored over that by themselves.
Yeah. It wasn't Virginia against Virginia Tech, though.
I don't know. We'll just have to see. 3:30 p.m. Georgia's a 2.5 point favorite going to Ole Miss.
So this one's confusing me, right? So they've got Georgia favored, right? But depending on what websites you get on, the percentage predictor has got Ole Miss winning. So I don't, and I agree with that. I think this is going to be a up in the air game. If Georgia's defense, or I'm sorry, if Ole Miss's defense can get on Beck like Florida did last week and make him screw up like he's been doing here lately and throw some interceptions, they're probably going to have a good chance at upsetting Georgia.
Ole Miss has one of the best pass rushes in college football right now,
Right.
and their defense is ranked second in the nation.
Yep. So I don't know, man. I can't go against Georgia. I can't roll with Kiffin. Period. Ever.
Georgia's in their hardest 3 weeks of their season right now. They did the cocktail party last week, and I know Florida's down, but it's a huge rivalry still, right? And then they're going to Ole Miss Saturday, and then they're hosting Tennessee. I thought Georgia was going 11-1 this year. They've already got a loss, obviously, to Alabama. But I had their one game they lose was to Ole Miss. So I'm sticking with my preseason pick, and I've got Ole Miss to beat Georgia in Ole Miss Saturday.
No, I'm rolling with Georgia. There ain't no way. Rolling with Georgia, and I'm taking Georgia to cover that 2.5.
I like Ole Miss straight up in that one.
And
I know he's going to disagree on that.
Over and under 54.5. I like the under on that one also. I don't think it's going to be a real high scoring game.
Do you touch, whenever you personally bet, do you touch a lot of those overs and unders?
Depends on what they are. Yes.
I don't.
And
I mean, I have before, but I don't. That's not like one of my go-tos.
I've actually done good on those, especially the NFL side of it. As they're a lot of times NFLs they'll have theirs. It's astronomically high, and it's it's one of the things you just got to pick and choose. If you're a bettor, you know what I'm talking about. You got to pick and choose and really study it. I mean, every now and again you could see a game and you're like, what the hell are they thinking? And I'm all over that. And sometimes you take that bet, you still lose. But I have bet the over and under before and done decent at it. I don't think that's going to be a high scoring game. I think both teams will be in the teens.
10-4. Well, I like it. I guess I need to look at over unders more often because I don't. Colorado at Texas Tech at 4 p.m. Colorado's a 3.5 point favorite.
I jumped to 4 today.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Colorado's currently tied for second place in the Big 12. They're tied with the team that Texas Tech beat last Saturday, Iowa State. Shador, he's going up against the worst passing offense in the Big 12, and Shador is second in the Big 12 in passing yards. So, unfortunately for my personal self, I think Colorado's going to dominate. I think Colorado covers that 3.5, whatever you got it at. I don't think Texas Tech is going to be able to stop Shador, especially with their pass game defense. I like Colorado to cover whatever it's at.
So Texas Tech is only they're 6-3. Colorado 6-2. Spread's only 4. I'm rolling with Tech on this. I like Texas Tech. I take them to win. Obviously, Colorado's giving up points, so the over and under is at 62.5. 62.5.
They're going to put some points on the board. Neither one of those teams have a good defense.
Yeah, but we just got discussing about the over and under, whatever. That's one of those games that you see the over and under the high, and you're like, that'll make you jump. that'll make you jump on it. Me personally, I agree with what you just said.
Neither
I
one of those
wouldn't.
teams
I
have a
wouldn't touch.
defense.
I wouldn't touch the over and under on this
If
game.
I had to touch it, I'd take the over. 30-something to 30-something, 30-something to 40-something. I could see that in that game.
Yeah.
Just an absolute shootout. And
Maybe.
Shador loves that shit. So,
yeah.
God, I can't stand him. I'm not even going to get into all that right now, dude. Bama is going to the real Death Valley. We talked about the fake one. Now we're going to talk about the real one. Bama is going to the real Death Valley as a 3-point favorite. 3-point road favorite at night.
I dropped to 2.5 today.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Neither team is currently in the top 10, but both teams are looking pretty good when you talk playoffs with this win. If they can win this game and win out. The way LSU played against Texas A&M,
I can't wait to hear all this.
I don't know. I don't think that they have that. There's a match that they're missing against Alabama, and I know everybody says I wouldn't bet the game, like you said it a couple weeks ago. Some guy you worked with said do not bet on or against, or I don't know if you said on or against LSU at night. I wouldn't touch it
ever.
But I do think Alabama's going to come out with the win, and as a Tennessee fan, I'm hoping that they do because that looks better on our playoff picture. That helps us out the way because we beat them.
Yeah.
What are you thinking there?
I agree with that statement. I got LSU to pick though to win. I do hope Alabama goes down and pulls it off. But
Brian Kelly.
I don't like him. I agree. I agree. I'm just saying what I think is going to happen down there. I don't no, I don't like Brian Kelly down there at all. We touched on that a video or two ago. He's not LSU, and LSU doesn't look like LSU. But anyway,
I could
LSU
be
to pick. And I hope Alabama pulls it off. I take LSU in the 2.5. The over and under on this is 58.5.
I could be completely wrong about LSU if they win this game, because I told everybody before the season started, I said Vegas had the over-under regular win season total for LSU at 9.5, so they had to win 10 games for the over to hit. I was like, there ain't no way that's hitting. And they win this game, it very much could hit, because they're only at 2 losses.
Well, yeah, they still got 2 more games.
Yeah, but they beat Bama. They were playing Florida. You think they're going to lose to Florida?
No.
Yeah,
and
that's
then
what
they
I'm
probably
saying.
got, Law Tech?
Yeah, something like that.
Or University of Louisiana, whatever. They'll win that one. So.
Yeah, the over might end up hitting on that.
Yep.
I like Bama straight up. Dad got LSU. Some disagreement tonight. It's good shit. BYU at Utah, and this right here hurts my heart talking about this team. It really, really hurts my heart every time that I bring them up. Makes me want to cry.
Why?
Cam Rising.
Oh.
Cam Rising. Utah's been a passing team this whole year, and BYU's ranked 4th in efficiency FBS defense. I don't think Utah has enough to win this ball game with Cam Rising out. I think if he was in there, I had him going 11-1 or 12-0 with him healthy. I mean, he won a Pac-12 championship 2 years ago, but Cam Rising's out. That team started dropping a bunch of ball games as soon as he got hurt. He was 1 loss before he got hurt, and they've lost 3 more since then. Hurts my heart, but well, I think BYU wins. I think they stay undefeated, go to 9-0. But good news, Cam Rising does have, I don't know if it's 8th or 9th year of eligibility. Is that fucking insane or what?
Yeah, I agree. I got BYU to pick also.
Have you seen that? Have you seen that meme? It says it shows Cam Rising and it's like him with his hands up, and it's like there's lots of people that go to college for 8 or 9 years, and it shows the dude on the bottom. He's like, yeah, to become doctors.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
right. The dude's still there just to play football.
Right. Yeah, your sister, she pursues what she's going to pursue. She told me what year she's going to graduate, and it's a long ways off.
I'll be damn near retired.
But that's what she's going for. So makes sense. Yeah, I looked this game up earlier. This is called like the Holy War or something or another.
Yeah, it's a rivalry game.
Both Christian schools. I do think, I don't know why the spread is only 3. Utah's 4-4. BYU is 8-0. Over and under 59.5.
BYU's
over and under 40.5.
BYU played a game against UCF, and UCF was the favorite, or maybe not. They might not have been the favorite, but BYU was only like a 2-point favorite.
Right.
Like, it didn't make no damn sense.
Right. No respect, apparently.
I don't know why.
I'd be like Army. Army's undefeated right now, but nobody's picking them to win anything.
They're like, Vegas like, loss is coming somewhere.
Yeah.
Might as well not put that number too crazy.
Kind of like the Chiefs in the NFL. They're going to lose. Just who's going to do it and win?
Glad it wasn't Monday night. Thank God. I was on the edge of my seat in that overtime. That was crazy.
Right.
All right, run through. We're gonna do a run through real quick. South Carolina is a 4.5-point favorite going to Vanderbilt. I think South Carolina's going to shut them down.
Do you?
Yeah, that defense is. You seen what they did to Texas A&M. Texas A&M's a way better team than Vandy.
Yeah.
I like South Carolina to cover in that one, personally.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. It's that's kind of depressing because the things Vanderbilt's done this year, I kind of wishing they would roll on with that. But I agree. South Carolina's probably gonna wax it.
Mississippi State at Tennessee. Mississippi State's a 24-point favorite. I want to touch.
Tennessee's a what?
24-point favorite at home against Mississippi
State.
No. If I did, I didn't mean to. I want to touch on this just a little bit. I don't like Tennessee to cover. Tennessee.
Wow, we're doing so good at scoring and kicking field goals. Why would you not expect them to cover a spread?
We're doing good at kicking field goals?
No. Hell no, we're not. That's what I just said. We can't.
I'm not even going to say
We can't score a touchdown.
I'll probably fucking sound
We can't
stupid
get field goals.
Yeah, I mean, we're winning thanks to our defense holding everybody we played to 19 points or less. That's but if you got 2 points on the board, if you get a safety and the other team don't score because your defense is that good, then you win games.
Yeah.
I mean, defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets. Defense wins championships. Yeah. It's just, as a Tennessee fan, I don't think we're used to that. We're just so used to that Josh Heupel, high tempo, real fast, real high scoring offense. So like whenever we put 24 on the board, we're like, what are we doing? We've done this in the first quarter before, I don't know.
And that's the problem, and nothing's happened in the first half. That's what I'm not used to.
We scored a touchdown in the first half against Kentucky. First time in 3 games.
Yeah.
I was being sarcastic. That's horrible.
There should have been 2 scored in the first half.
And a field goal.
Nico actually looked decent last week, was on target. Now we can't catch the football.
He looked decent that second half against Bama, and that happened a little bit in that second half too. Oklahoma is a 3-point favorite at Missouri. I personally would not touch that. You talk about trash can versus trash can, in my opinion. If I had to pick a winner, I think I'd take OU straight up. Missouri is frauds, but OU has the most players hurt of any other college football program currently. So pick your poison, I guess. I wouldn't touch it. I'd recommend anybody else not to touch it. Do your due diligence, though.
If I had to pick, I'm taking Missouri.
Washington at Penn State. Penn State's a 14-point favorite. Washington's played some big teams tough. I mean, they beat Michigan. I know Michigan's on a down year. I like Penn State to win, but I don't know if they give up 2 touchdowns. Or I don't know if they can outweigh 2 touchdowns.
Nah, I'll take Washington points all day.
Yeah, I like that.
I do agree with you. Penn State's going to win, but I'll take Washington points all day.
Washington's played good teams hard. Oh, shit, dude. I forgot. Huge fucking game, dude. Texas State at UNL Monroe. Texas State's a 7.5-point favorite. They're 4-4. UNL Monroe's 5-5. Texas State has beaten Troy. They've beaten Arkansas State. Our old head coach, Butch Jones, brick by brick, babe. Remember that shit? Gotta love it.
Third down for what?
Texas State is coming off a tough loss against the Raging Cajuns. The quarterback, he's passed for 1,900 yards this year and 20 touchdowns. He's only thrown 7 interceptions. Louisiana Monroe. They're running that mutual 2-quarterback offense. They both beat Troy, which was huge because Troy was playing crazy last year. Just come off a tough loss against Marshall. Both coming off losses. Monroe is looking really good at the running game with that Hardy kid in the backfield. What do you think on that, dude?
I mean, hell, you got me hyped up enough to watch the game. I know that.
What do you mean?
They on fire, son. Come
Dude,
on.
I can't believe I forgot about that shit. They're going for second in that conference.
I'll be honest with you, dude. That game's off my radar.
What do you mean?
That game's off my radar. I'm sorry, dude. I didn't. That was not one of the games I looked into whatsoever. I completely missed this. Completely missed it.
Holy shit, bro! I can't believe I meant to talk about that. I meant to talk about that like first.
You got me. I mean, I'm watching Tennessee and that one right there for sure this week.
Dude, I'm telling you, it's going to be insane.
Okay, come on with
that dual threat quarterback system that they're using, that Hardy kid in the backfield, dude. Fucking Texas, their quarterback's thrown for 1,900 yards.
Come on.
I mean, what are we talking about right now? Like, there's not a lot of quarterbacks in the SEC that's done that currently. Our quarterback ain't nowhere near that right now.
Hell, there's probably 2 or 3 of them put together and scored that many, or got that many yards.
I cannot believe it. Well, save the best for last. There you go.
Yeah. Cool.
What a fucking game that's going to be.
Cool.
They're fighting for a spot in the conference championship. So that was our run through. Definitely check that last one out if you got ESPN Plus. I think it's gonna be on ESPN Plus. It's gonna be a hell of a damn game.
No, yep.
Anything you want to
add? Yeah, just real quick. You know what? I mentioned I voted the other night on here, and I'm not getting political on this platform whatsoever at all. I do want to say one thing. I'm not going to tell you who I voted for. It's nobody's business. It's not my business who you voted for. I hope whoever you voted for won. You know what I'm saying? That's all I can say. I do wish the division would stop. You know what I'm saying? I read an article this morning that Jay Leno commented on the whole decision, and he made it clear that he wasn't, a fan of Trump. He didn't bash him. He didn't go out of way to bash him like a lot of other celebrities were doing, this and that and other. But he did say, when he was younger, and when he said this, man, like a light bulb went off. I remember this too, being younger. In my days, comedians, Saturday Night Live, all that back in the day. When people made fun of politics, they made fun of both sides, right? Seems nowadays you have to pick a side and stand for that side, and you got to hate the other side, right? Let's stop that, y'all. Just stop, man. Look, whoever you voted for, again, it's none of my business. It's nobody's business. But the man won the election. Let's get beside him. You know what I'm saying? Support him and hope he makes the right decisions and whatever. If Biden and Kamala or whoever got in there, if you're on the other side of it, same thing, man. Like let's stop all this nonsense. Let's support one another. So, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't no sense in none of this stuff no more. Everybody grow up, man. Like, let's all get along. Try to anyway. It's hard enough nowadays to live, much less be mad at each other all the time. But anyway, love y'all. Enjoy the rest of your week. I hope you have a fantastic Friday and a fantastic weekend. Enjoy Saturday. Go Vols. I hope we hear Rocky Top 20 times Saturday.
Probably about 2.5 the way we're scoring.
Yeah, right. And that's all I got.
We're winning ball games, though.
Y'all enjoy yourselves. We'll see you Thursday.
This was In the Booth with Mr. Booth and
Nick B from Tennessee. Love y'all.
Y'all enjoy y'all weekend.